Hi everyone! Today we are going to talk about negative externality. Before we go into a negative externality, let's review some key concepts. First of all, what is externality? Externality is a benefit or cost that affects someone who is not directly involved in the production or consumption of a good or service. An externality exists whenever an internal cost or benefit diverges from a social cost or benefit. The benefit includes private benefit, external benefit, and social benefit. Private benefit is the benefit received by the consumer of a good or service. External benefit is the benefit received by someone else not directly involved in the activity. Social benefit is the total benefit from consuming a good or service, including both the private benefit and any external benefit. The cost includes private cost, external cost, and social cost. Private cost is the cost that is directly borne by the decision maker. External cost is the cost of an activity paid for by someone else, not directly involved in the activity. Social cost is the total cost of producing a good or service, including both private cost and external cost. Is there a way to eliminate externalities? The answer is yes. Externality can be corrected by forcing producers and consumers to internalize the externality. An externality is internalized when decision makers take into account the external effects of their actions. Next, let's briefly talk about third-party problems, which are closely tied with externalities. Third party basically means others. Third-party problems appear when people who are not directly involved in the activities experience positive or negative externalities. Negative externality is the cost experienced by third parties. There are two types of negative externality: negative consumption externality and negative production externality. Both of them mean too much of the good is consumed and produced. Let's look at an example of negative consumption externality from Anchorman.
What cologne you gonna go with? London Gentleman or... Wait. No, hold on. Blackbeard's Delight.
No. She gets a special cologne. It's called Sex Panther by Odeon. It's illegal in 9 countries. Yep. It's made with bits of real panther, so you know it's good.
It's quite pungent.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, it's a formidable scent. Stings the nostrils. In a good way.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm gonna be honest with you, that smells like pure gasoline.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, let's go see if we can make this little kitty purr. Hey, sweet cheeks. Got an invite I'd like to extend your way.
My God, what is that smell? Oh,
That's the smell of desire, my lady.
God, no, it smells like a used diaper filled with Indian food. Oh, excuse me.
You know, desire smells like that to some people.
What is that? It smells like a turd covered in burnt hair.
Let's look at the graph of this example. The first graph shows that the guy maximizes his private benefit and consumes at Q1 when marginal social cost equals to marginal private benefit. From the second graph, we can see that market failure happens. Market failure is a situation in which the market fails to produce at the efficient level of output. The efficient level of output is at Q star and P star, where marginal social cost equals to marginal social benefit. However, the guy is consuming at an inefficient level where marginal social cost equals to marginal private benefit. The overconsumed amount of perfume is shown in between Q1 and Q star. In between marginal private benefit and marginal social benefit is the negative consumption externality. Since overconsuming the perfume brings negative externality to the people who are not directly involved in the consumption, there is a bystander's cost. On the third graph, it shows that the externality creates deadweight loss, which is the shaded triangle. In this example, the deadweight loss is the effect that people want to throw up. Deadweight loss is a cost to society in the form of less economic welfare, and it is also the implication of not internalizing the externality. If the consumers internalize the externality, marginal private benefit will shift to the left to marginal social benefit. They will reduce the quantity of consumption and consume at Q star instead of Q1. Then the external cost will be eliminated, and there won't be any deadweight loss and bystander's cost. The market will be efficient, and the society will be better off. Now, let's look at the example of negative production externality from the Lorax and the Simpsons.
When good monsters get together.
Oh.
Will there be another dawn, a sunrise for the Swami Swan? Exit, exit, Swami Swan.
So, kids, caught anything?
Not yet, sir.
What are you using for bait?
My brother's using worms, but I, who feel the tranquility far outweighs the actual catching of fish, am using nothing.
I see. And what's your name, son?
Well, I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you?
I'm Dave Shutton. I'm an investigative reporter who's on the road a lot, and I must say that in my day, we didn't talk that way to our elders.
Well, this is my day, and we do, sir. All right, we eat tonight.
Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3.
Let's look at the graph of this example. The first graph shows that the industries produce at Q1 when marginal private cost equals to marginal social benefit. The second graph tells us market failure happens again. The industries produce at an inefficient level where marginal private cost equals to marginal social benefit. The overproduced amount is in between Q1 and Q star. Negative production externality is in between marginal private cost and marginal social cost. Since overproduction brings negative externality to the people who are not directly involved in the production, there is the bystander's cost. On the third graph, it shows the deadweight loss. In this example, the deadweight loss is the pollution that the industries created. If the industries internalize the externality, marginal private cost will shift to the left to marginal social cost. They will then produce at Q star when marginal social cost equals to marginal social benefit. As a result, the external cost will be eliminated, and there won't be any deadweight loss and bystander's cost. The market will be efficient, and human beings, animals, and the environment will all be better off. So here is all the information of negative externality we're covering today. I hope my video is helpful for you to understand more about negative externality. Thank you for watching. Bye!